guys. I thought we'd have a little chat today about, um, we've had all that snake energy come up, and the devil has been coming up lately and stuff, and makes me think of I forget what this male divine feminine said to me the other day, but it was something along the lines of, "Haven't you ever just wanted to cheat and do black magic?" And I said, "Never." And he said, "Why not?" And I said, the truth needs no defending. Number one, if you believe in love, like if you believe in the power of love and the power, I'm not even talking about romantic love, but if you believe in the power of love, as in love winning over evil, or, just goodness over manipulation and lies, then you definitely want to do things the natural way. And you don't I went on that trip to go see that healer in Switzerland, and he saw that I had black magic put on me. And I was like, "What? Oh my gosh," I was all alarmed. And then I said, "Well, what happens with that?" Now this guy is like this grandmaster healer who has been doing this for many, many years, and his mentor is like unbelievably world renowned, like the most incredible healer in the world. Like yeah. So this is coming like from a very, 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 very knowledgeable, strong, empowered source. And so he sees this, and I was like, "Well, what happens with this sort of thing, in your perspective?" And he said, well, he says, he cringes, and he says, I hate to see this. He says, "It's just too bad." And I said, "Why? What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, if someone puts black magic on someone, if a healer finds it, like somebody like us, what happens is that energy, whatever you tried to put on that person, is going to whiplash back at you. It's going to boomerang back at you if you put that black magic on somebody." So, and he said, "I've seen over and over again." He says, because I was trying to think of like who it could have been who did it to me. And I was like, "I think it could be about 3 people. Now it's probably like 1,000,000. I don't know." now there'd be a lot of people. But back then it was like 3. I said, "All right." I said, "Could be one of these 3." And I said, how will I know? I mean, obviously I'm going to feel into it intuitively. And I did. But he said, "Well, it'll be obvious. That person's life will fall apart, and it will be publicly known. Like their life is going to be in complete shambles from this." And he said, "That's the case every single time that I've seen this. So you really don't want to mess with black magic, you guys. Trust in love. Trust in the law of goodness. Trust in your masculine, listening to his intuition and knowing his ultimate truth." And honestly, it's like the karmics, they can pretend to be you. They can act like you. They can pretend to be good. I remember, do you know that a lot of psychopaths and sociopaths and stuff, they go to church to get good people, so that they can manipulate and charm them and seduce them and, trick them. Ultimately, it happened to me. So I'm just saying that, the truth needs no defending. So just stand in your truth, stand in your confidence. If anybody's put black magic on you, they're really, really gonna not have a very good time coming up in the near future. and I came home after that trip, and I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be interesting to see who this was. Who did this to me. For sure, to have like tangible evidence that that's the one that did it to me." And sure enough, within about 3 days, it really didn't take very long, but within about 3 days or so, I was astonished. It was all over the news. All this stuff was all over the news. That this person's life was completely falling apart, and that everything they had built had just crashed to shambles. And I was like, holy crap. It was my confirmation. I was like, holy cow. So no, never mess with that black magic stuff. You don't know what you're doing. It's like you know how they say, like, don't keep a gun in the house because you'll end up using it on yourself inadvertently. The person coming to attack you is going to, you don't want to mess with that kind of stuff, guys. And so I'm going to do a light language blessing to protect everybody. And here's one thing too. Here's one thing that the karmics don't realize. The reason the divine feminines are being blessed is because they've worked really, really hard to have a good attitude. And that's really hard to do because the divine feminines have been where the karmics are at. They've been clingy and manipulative, and they've tried everything to try to keep that person who was wrong for them. And they've fought and they've battled and they've been jealous as hell. And they rose above it. They rose above it. They got out of that kind of victim mentality. They got over, being in that space of duality, being in that space of tit for tat or competition or any of that kind of stuff, that low vibrational stuff. They've gotten past that. And that's why they're being rewarded. So any karmics watching this, you will be rewarded if you also choose love. If you also choose the right path, you will be rewarded with your own love. And it will be beyond your wildest imagination. But if you're in a negative space right now, you probably don't believe that could actually happen. But you will have better than what you think you have right now in this masculine that you won't let go of. Trust me. I've seen it. I've seen it time and again. So, yeah, everybody is going to they're going to reap what they sow. Everybody's going to reap what they sow. So, nobody's faking each other out here. Nobody's going to be, everybody just be authentic to who you are, and everything should work out. Even the karmics, back when you guys were karmics, because the divine feminines were once karmics to somebody too. The divine feminines were once the masculine, in fact, in a lot of their old relationships. So, we've all been there. The whole idea is that you circle back around and back around and back around, and that you end up, everybody ends up being all the different roles, so that you basically become a more unconditional person, an unconditionally loving person as you go. I want to see if Spirit has anything else to say about this. All in divine timing. Everyone gets their reward, especially if they're striving to be authentic, to be true to you, to be real with yourself. Nobody needs to be cheating, lying, deceiving. And also some of the masculines, they need to also pay attention to, like, don't listen to don't listen to the trickery. Don't listen to anything that, if somebody's saying they're having all these dreams about you or all of this other stuff, it's like, don't listen to anybody outside of yourself. Look at your own synchronicities, your own dreams, your own signs. Because people can lie and deceive you that way pretty easily too. So don't fall for anybody, not even my own masculine. Like, don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody outside of yourself. Always go within, and always, as I always say, always pray to know the truth in all things. Stand in your own power, stand in your own truth, know your own truth. And you will have the answers that you're seeking. All right, so karmics, you got good stuff coming for you if you can just let go. If you can just, realize that he's on his way out for, those two are going to have a better life for them, something more authentic for them. And you can cheer them on and say, you know what, good for you. Good for you guys. That's awesome. And now I'm going to go find mine. Now I'm going to go get mine, because you can. But if you wallow in that feeling sorry for yourself or competitive energy or jealousy or any of that stuff, you're just going to be miserable, really miserable, for as long as you're going to be sitting in that energy being miserable, and it'll just be not very fun. And it's also going to keep you from your love. You do have a love. You do have a love that's waiting for you, but you're not going to see it. You're going to be blinded to it as long as you hold on to something old that isn't working anymore. If someone doesn't love you back the way that you love them, you're kind of fooling yourself, because you don't really love them that much anyway. You're probably in it for the money, or you're probably in it for the whatever it is you're in it for. You're just not being very honest with yourself at this point in time. If you were to really get honest with yourself and really look deep inside, you would know your truth, and you'd be graciously bowing out. But because your ego is still very much intact, you're fighting, some of you. So, I don't know, that's my 2 cents worth. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Don't do black magic. Don't take any shortcuts at all. Don't take any shortcuts. I mean, obviously, you're gonna, when you're in separation, you're gonna be sending these cute little messages back and forth, but by no means let it be any type of manipulation, or at least be, I think this is just what the cards have been warning about, is just be discerning. Be discerning. Listen to your own guidance. Listen to your own intuition. There's just been a lot of copycat mimicking type of energy, and you can't really fake the real deal. You know what I mean? You can feel and you can sense the real deal versus someone who's really pulling all the stops to try to make it work. All right. And we've all been there, we've all been there. So it's not worth it. It's not worth cheating, guys. All right. So hope you're enjoying the holidays, and don't let those snakes bite you, and resist the devil this holiday season. And don't be the devil either. Don't be the devil. Okay. Have a good one. Bye. I totally forgot the blessing. Sorry. So this blessing, I'm going to be blessing the karmics. I want to bless the karmics to help them to see their own ultimate truth, and to be self-realized, or to be more self-aware that this isn't really what they want anyway. To just be like, yeah, you know what? No, I really wasn't feeling it either. Not in my heart of hearts, So to come to that, to just see your ultimate, for everybody to see their damn ultimate truth, everybody who listens to this blessing. And you're also going to be protected from anybody who might be psychically trying to attack you, or put any kind of black magic on you, or any of this, whatever we talked about in this message is covering that. Okay. So it's everybody standing in your truth, aligning with your truth, being self-aware, and being in your power, and the power of truth, not the power of, those other powers. Anyway, all right, so just relax, drop your shoulders. Oh, and they just said they said it's going to also welcome in the true love of the karmic. As you let go, as you're letting go, your true love is going to be revealed to you, or is going to be your journey for that true love partner to come in. It's going to start unfolding like exponentially, like expediently, as a result of this blessing. Okay. So just relax. Hai mo ken sa le she na se se la. Hama ki pena tan se na. Ale ki shupu mo mo ke. Ale e sa se na. Ale shi ki pu mo e mai. Ale ki pu mo ke. Ale se sen san sa la ki pu mo ke. So what I'm seeing is like, if everybody just lets go and they embrace their ultimate truth, can you imagine this world if everybody drops, like, I said this in an old podcast, but if everybody just drops all pretending and then they just align with their true love, imagine what this world would be. Just no jealousy, just wanting the best for everybody involved. Just dropping it all and being like, who is meant for me, I'm happy to be in that. I've aligned with that person, and I don't want anything outside of that, and I don't want anyone else's thing, and they don't want mine. Everybody's just aligned with their perfect person for them, and it's just like this euphoria, this like the Garden of Eden in a way, but everyone like aligning up with the perfect person for them. Isn't that beautiful? Just drop into that energy. No fighting, no competition, no needing for any of that stuff. You just are with your person, everyone. That's what we're talking about here. That's where we're trying to get. That's what the new earth is calling it. And not even and neither of you feeling like you need someone, but you do have a counterpart, a powerful, a power couple counterpart. So, okay, hang on. Hashimola Kirina Sasela. Hipomomokela. Ashikipopomomike. They said you will be rewarded greatly for the degree of faith that you show in your ability to let go. To let go, allow love to flow for those two, and step out of your own way and trust. Trust the universe will provide for you as well. We're getting away from that lack mentality in our world. We're getting away from that, and we're not. There is enough for everyone, and there is the perfect person for you. So that is to come, but you gotta let go. Everybody's just gotta let go. The karmic's gotta let go of the masculine of holding the divine feminine's masculine hostage. The divine masculine's gotta let go of being a people pleaser to everybody else. And he's gotta like step into his power. The divine feminine's gotta let go of her masculine, so that everybody is just choosing according to their free will and according to the true divine purpose and plan. Everybody just let go. Okay, just let go and let nature take its course. Don't try to control anything, you guys. Just give up. Everybody just give up. And then see what happens. See the beauty that unfolds from that place. So, okay. Hamakin sa halasheke po mamake. Asake la kiri inapokosa. So they said, and get some rest. That's cute. All right. Happy holidays, and please report back that you've met your person and how exciting that is. And I'll be so happy for you guys. Everyone's lining up with their true love, and I'm just so excited for all of you. Yay. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye.